Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Before we went for the break, we told you how Prime Minister has already paid his regards and respects at the Rajghat, and then he left for the Sadaiv Atal for Atal Samadhi Sthal also to pay his regards over there as well. And apart from that, later he will be visiting the War Memorial. CNN News 18's Aman Sharma continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Aman, one thing that we have got to know is the long list of leaders who have been invited, the SAARC members. How exactly today's oath-taking ceremony is further going to strengthen the bond that we have? All right, we have CNN News 18's Payal Mehta also joining us early this morning on the phone line. Payal, it's a big day. Tell us what can be expected. What fireworks are we expecting? The new faces in the Modi 3.0 cabinet.
Well, of course, it's a historic day in the making, given the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be this evening taking oath for the third time in a row, a rare record that one has seen in the Indian history. Jawaharlal Nehru, Prime Minister in the 60s, was able to create this record, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is coming back with a historic mandate this time around. He's been somebody who has a long vision for the country ahead. He speaks about Viksit Bharat by 2047. He speaks about being the public, being the Prime Minister for the common man.
Right, Payal. Aman, now coming to you, we are also learning that all of these dignitaries who are coming, all right, I think we lost connection with Aman over there. We'll try to reconnect those lines. But according to the sources, we are also learning that in addition to attending the big oath ceremony today, all of these foreign dignitaries who will be attending this mega event today are going to participate in a banquet hosted by President Draupadi Murmu at the Rashtra Bhavan at the same time. Payal, if we were to talk about the significance of this mega gala that will be hosted by our president, what exactly is the kind of messaging that we are going to be giving out as far as this particular gala is concerned?
Well, as far as India is concerned, remember, Sakshi India has been, friends with every country in the neighborhood. They have been keeping the neighborhood first policy very much alive. India has been supporting all these neighboring countries in the hours of crisis, whether it is providing medicines to them or relief materials to them from time to time. India was also considered to be the vaccine capital during the difficult period of COVID. So looking at the friendship that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been able to forge with these neighboring countries, that's the reason you have so many countries, the heads who have come here for this grand, oath-taking of the Prime Minister. So obviously once the foreign dignitaries are here, the Prime Minister is going to be meeting them, at the banquet. The President of India is holding the banquet, which is only behoving the protocol that you have to actually have as far as foreign dignitaries are concerned. So you can expect people to actually talk about Narendra Modi's future plans ahead. You can speak about the fact that there could be discussions on how to take the peace and other details that India has been speaking about from time to time, how to take these messages ahead for the neighboring countries. But yeah, it's going to be part of the protocol that President of India will be hosting them for a banquet. Meanwhile, the other NDA MPs and the floor leaders, etc., have been hosted for a dinner, will be hosted in fact for a dinner by the BJP's National President, Mr. JP Nadda, as well. So it's going to be quite an evening today. 7:15 is when the Shubh Muhurat is for the Prime Minister to take oath. 7:20 precisely is what I'm given to understand. And you will see then the other members also take oath with the Prime Minister. Remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi came from Gujarat in 2014. He was said to be somebody who had a lot of experience in terms of administration after being in the chair of the Gujarat Chief Minister for a long time. Nobody really knew that 2019 would give them a bigger mandate, and that's really happened. So even if in 2024 they do not have absolute majority on themselves, but many poll pundits will tell you the fact that they've been able to come to power for the third time in a row itself is historical.
Right. Also, Payal, if we were to talk about the upcoming state elections, today is going to be extremely crucial, looking at the kind of birth division as well. And if we were to connect the dots with the upcoming state elections, please walk us through all those details that you have received on that matter as well.
Well, of course, representation will be given to every state as well, because that's what the Prime Minister said, that every state has to be represented as part of his Team India, as he calls it. So obviously, yes, the elections aside, the BJP is constantly in election mode. They have a well-oiled machinery which is in place, and probably in the next couple of months, you can expect the BJP to actually start preparing for 2029. So that's the kind of effort they really make. Yes, there are state elections coming up. For example, Haryana and Maharashtra are the key elections to watch out for. In both these states, the BJP's performance has not been up to the mark, but you can expect them to actually start their preparations and probably understand what the situation really is. Because, I remember right after 2019, probably 21, by the year 2021 or 2022, the BJP had started preparing itself for the 2024 elections. Remember, they had identified 160 weak seats which the BJP was never able to win. And both Amit Shah and JP Nadda had started traveling three states and, probably strengthening the base there.
Right. Payal, also one thing that has been doing rounds ever since the mandate was actually announced is that the BJP is coming back to the power, but with allies this time. The NDA government is going to be looking at a mega coalition with the rest of the crucial partners as well. How exactly the third term for the Prime Minister-elect Narendra Modi is going to change for the couple of coming years, like precisely the coming 5 years, because everybody is saying that the key is in Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar's hand.
Well, it is going to be an uncharted territory as far as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is concerned, because remember in 2014 and 2019, they got a full majority for the party itself. So they were able to call a lot of shots over there. But now it's going to be a different equation given the fact that they're dependent on their allies for the complete majority. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi is still a very, very tall leader, in the country. He's been somebody who commands respect not only from their own party leaders, but also from several other parties as well. He's got a proven track record of 10 years of work for the cause of the people, and probably that's the reason the allies have said that they have given their unconditional support to the Narendra Modi government. In fact, I have learned from my sources that TDP, etc., have said that they do not have any demands to make in terms of birth. They're pretty sure that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will give them a fair share, fair opportunity. But more than anything else, for example, TDP in particular is very, very keen on being part of the cabinet, given the fact that their state has been reeling under financial debt for the last 5 years because of the policies of the Jagan Mohan Reddy-led government, which have actually put the economy in a doldrum. So obviously, Prime Minister Modi commands a lot of respect. One has to understand that he's been somebody who's got an unblemished 10-year record. There's been no allegation of any corruption or anything against his government or him in particular, and that was something which is very, very important, because we saw scam-ridden UPA rule over the last 10 years before that, and probably Narendra Modi came in as a person who would bring about a change as well. So working for the cause of the people, speaking about, reaching the benefits to the last man in the line, and of course making sure that India became a country that everybody spoke about, because India is there on the global map, and the world is looking towards India right now. That's what the Prime Minister's policy has been.
Right, Payal, please.